こんにちは、チャートマスターの根崎ゆきです。7月24日のセッションリキャップ、スコットのセミナー取っていきたいと思います。よろしくお願いします。それでは始めていきましょう。
There's a slight little bit of room here, 30 to 67. There's 37 pips right in here. It's going to have to break, hook, and go. By the time you get that, 10 pips will be gone. There's really only 27 pips up to that next target. There's nothing here, there's nothing here, there's nothing here.
まずはユーロドルですね。60分チャートからです。まずターゲット今ここですね。これをブレイクフック&ゴーしてから次のターゲット行きたいんですけど、ブレイクフック&ゴーってなって、10ピップぐらいになっちゃいますよね。で、そしたらその上27ピップしかないです。ここを取っていくぐらいしかないんですけど、その上はもうスペースなさすぎなのでできないですよねと。
Alright, so there is only one trade and it's only 27 pips. Walk away.
で、もうその一つ、この27ピップのトレードしかないので、もうウォークアウェイ、トレードするのはやめましょうねと。
Alright. Now, they have taken this target out here though, however. So we're going to set this to a dashed line so we know the target's been taken out. They took it out on the last candle right there. Now, on a pullback, that changes everything. If it pulls back down to here and then goes, our next target is here, which means we have this much room and that is tradable.
で、もしこれプルバックしてきて戻ってきてから跳ね返るようだったら、スペースがあるので、ここはトレードブルですよね。トレードができますと。
Does everybody see that? They've already taken that trade out. So now that's a wide open space for the next target at 67. If it pulls down to 3,200 and bounces, you got 67 pips. But you're going to have to wait for that to happen. Wait for that trade to come to you. It's the only trade on the euro. There's a pullback and a bounce. All right? So that's the euro. British pound. British pound has divergence in it. We'll still continue to trade up to the target, but it's going to have to really prove that it's going to make it. All right? So our target is up here. Right here in this area right up in here. If we get this trade on and it goes, you're going to have to get your stop move at this top. To break even and a break, hook, and go above here, you double your position above 53.81, moving your stop at the 5400, and then staying with these fibs all the way into this.
ポンドドルですね。これ10分チャートです。で、今ここで跳ね返ってきたら買っていきたいですねと。で、ターゲットブレイクフック&ゴーしていったら買っていきたいねと。そうしたら5400っていうところでストップ上げてって、っていう風にやっていきたいですよね。で、ターゲットはこの HSI、フィブが重なっているところですと。
So it's a big opportunity if it continues to do so. But we do have divergence on it, which means it may be over. All right?
でも今、ダイバージェンスが見えてますよね。なので、maybe it's over ですよね。もう終わってしまったかもしれないと。
So, that's that. The dollar CAD. Dollar CAD has no room for us to go. It's trying to push down here, and the day chart is a bounce point. When it hits the day chart, we'll see a bounce. All right, we got a 1, 2, 3, 4, and then maybe a 5.
ドルカナダですね。240分チャートです。で、今下げようとしてるんですけども、デイチャートのトレンドラインありますよね。これバウンスポイントです。なので跳ね返ってきて、そしたら1、2、3、4ってなって5で下がるかもしれないですよね。なのでやるのは5で今はできないですよねと。
Out to the downside. So the fourth wave is coming up when we hit the down here. We do not want to trade a counter trend trade against it, especially the dollar CAD, against the trend. And a fourth wave. We will wait for the sell up here for the downside should it materialize. There's no room here, there's only 20 pips. Swissy, we are interested in this. It is dicey, alright? So let me take it to a 60 where it might be a little easier to see that. I'll get rid of the 240 after all. Alright, so 240 has a set of twins to the downside. That means there's a close and reverse happen here to continue this move. We're outside of the day chart trend, so if you look, you got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've now had an A, B, we could have another C up to here, and then a break to the down.
ドルフランですね、240分。で、今、ツインキャンドル出てますね。なので、これ、下がってくるかもしれないですと。で、そしたら、1、2、3、4、5の A、B、C と。で、もう一回ちょっとだけ上がって、ドーンって下がってくるかもしれないですねと。
As we work inside this falling wedge. Alright? Falling wedge would end up about 92.50 where it gets squeezed to the point it can no longer go and they bounce. Alright? Falling wedge is a reversal pattern, but it's really a reversal pattern when you're down in this area. Right in here, they've still got plenty of room to work it down. See? Alright? So, if we get a break of this, a clean break of this, we would be willing to trade this to the downside. We don't have divergence on the Swissy. As long as they keep selling dollars, the dollar Swissy will keep going down. So if they continue to sell dollars, we'll look for this trade. Our next target is down here at 93.08. Call it 9300 because of the 9300 there. So that's the opportunity in the London session right there.
まあここ狙っていきたいですよねと。今の僕たちの時間、今は午後2時です。2時半ですけど、このロンドンセッションでここ狙っていきたいですよねと。
Alright. Now, be aware that if they did an A, B, and a C and took it back out of here into the old day chart, then we're looking at that one.
もしこのデイチャートのトレンドラインの中にピンクのトレンドの中に戻ってきたとしたら、ここのスペース狙っていきたいですよね。買っていきたいよねってことを言ってます。
Right there to the upside. Alright. So they could do either one of those. I don't know what they're going to do, so you got to wait till they prove it. Alright. We know where they're going if they get in that area, but until they prove what they're doing, we got nothing to do. Alright, dollar yen, we're waiting to see if we can get a bounce out of this bull flag. And the bull flag gives us a target. This target's already taken out right here. So our next target is right here. So that's the opportunity in the Asian session tonight, which starts at about 8 o'clock. Alright? So as long as we're above the 100 number, the 100 is a big tough number, above 100, out of the bull flag, we're looking to go up to 101. That's 100 pips exactly, up to 101. Alright, so there's 100 pips there. Don't miss it if it happens. Alright?
今のはもう一回戻りましょう。ドル円ですね。で、ドル円はベアフラッグ、ブルーフラッグなので、まあ、買いのパターンですよねと。で、この黒い HSI も取ってますので、次はこの黄色い HSI。なので、ブレイクしてきたら、ここ買っていきたいですよねと。101円までですね。100ピップありますから、そこ取っていきたいねと。
Aussie dollar, we're waiting to see if we can break out of this doggone wedge. We've been stuck in this wedge now for way longer than we want to be. Alright, we have a breakout of the downtrend, but we're still inside a wedge, so there's no commitment. Alright, once they commit and they do break, hook, and go, our first target is here, and our second target is here. So trade 1 here, trade 2 here. You will double your position above the 83.50, and you're trading it to 94.09.
OG ドルですね、240分チャート。今ウェッジですと。で、私たちが考えているよりも長くウェッジの中にいますと。で、なので、まあ一回ブレイクしてきたんですけど、また戻ってきたので、まあコミットメント、証拠がないよねってことなんですけど、まあ上にブレイクフック&ゴーしてきたら買っていきたいよね、1つ目。で、この上のターゲット抜けてきたら2つ目で買っていきたいですよね。で、9350より上で買ってって、9400、09まで買っていきたいねと。
So 60 pips up here, and right in here there's 60 pips. 120 pip trade, 1 and 2. But it's not here because we're stuck in a wedge. Euro yen. Euro yen is keeping its head up in a sideways move, or you could also make the case for it being a bull flag. Doesn't matter, sideways move or bull flag is still a buying sign. We're looking to go up to 132.7.
ユーロ円ですね、10分チャートです。今、ブルーフラッグ見えてますので、ブレイクしてきたら次はここです。132円の70銭とかそのあたりですね、まで買っていきたいねと。
Right here. So do not miss this trade. 60, 70 pips up there. A great trade opportunity there if they can break to the north. Put that top on here where they got a break. Let's take this top out, and we got to be above 132. All right, so we got to be above 132. Even if we break here, we don't want to trade it until we get above 132. So pull this up above 132. All right. Nice trade up there. 10 yen, ooh, we are salivating on this trade here. So let's take it to a bigger picture, and you can see, this is wave 1. This is wave 2, which is short. So it's very short. If they do a 3 wave, we're going up to here, and maybe all the way up to here.
ポンド円ですね、240分。で、これが1つ目の波、2つ目がすごく短くて、3つ目来たら、この青い線とこの黄色い、ピンクですか。水色とピンクの線、ここを狙ってターゲットとして買っていきたいねと。
Big opportunity up here. Very small retracement here. So if we get this, man, that's probably why everybody's having trouble, because the retracement is so shallow here. They're having trouble committing to a buy because they really haven't had a good 4 to the downside. They are working this channel, so they could work this channel all the way up to that target right there. Well. So 155.90 is the target. That's the first target. 155.90, and then the second target is 156.76. Right. Now watching the Sydney and Tokyo. Alright, New Zealand, nothing to do until we get down to the bottom here. Alright, so we've got to come back down.
9ドルですね、240分です。これは一回下がってこないとすることないですよねと。
As you can see, we're near the top, we're above it in the second part here. There's just nowhere to go here. If we get down the heart line and bounce, then we'll have that trade. If we go deeper down to here, then we'll have that trade. But the first thing that has to happen is the down movement, and we're not seeing it. If it just flips and flops up here, there's no room. There's nothing here if it just goes. So you don't have a trade here if it just pops and goes. But if you get the pullback, then you're going to be interested in it. All right, so 1, 2, 3. We should do a 4 wave here to the downside.
まあ一回下がってこないとこう買えないですよねってことですね。
Right. Should do a 4 corrective wave and then a 5 wave to the upside. So let's wait for the 4 corrective wave to happen. All right, Aussie yen. Let's see, does the US dollar and US dollar? No. It doesn't always follow that. You always put that word always. Also, Pitt's already answered that. There's no such thing as always in the forex. Forget always. It doesn't happen. Typically, it does. Typically, it does. Yeah. So when the yen pops to the upside, we watch for the other one. It usually does. But it doesn't have to because it doesn't have a dollar in it. It can do whatever it wants to. So, there we go. And they can be contrary as can be. All right. Aussie yen. All right. Aussie yen, we're waiting to see if we can get this break into this area right here. You can see they got a pretty hard top here. The opportunity is above that top up to the S7. They've already taken the S7 out. So, this move, I'm leaving these on because in the reality of the situation, we're in a big downtrend. So when we get up to here, we're going to look for them to sell it off.
続いて OG 円ですね。240分チャートです。で、今すごく硬いトップにありますよねと。で、このトップを抜けてきたら次の S7 っていうところまで行きたいんですけども、ダウントレンドなのでここ当たってから跳ね返って下がる可能性高いですねと。
Alright, so I'm going to put a little arrow on here that says watch for the sell-off to the downside here. Alright, so we're going to look for them to sell off here. If it just happens fast, just let it go all the way up there and then ambush it for the sell to the downside. Alright. Euro pound, it's moving back up. Maybe it's made the turn here. I'm not interested in this thing till we get into the former trend. And it could...
ユーロポンドですね。240分のユーロポンドです。で、今、チャンネル黄色い方をブレイクしてきてるんですけども、この青いトレンドの中にちゃんと戻ってくるまではまだ興味がないですよねってことを言ってます。
Why would I not be interested in it? Is it not possible that this is a break, hook, and a go to the downside? Is that possible? Or even probable? Yeah, it's probable.
可能性としてはこのまま、ブレイクしてきてこの青いトレンドをブレイクフック&ゴーで下がってくる可能性もありますからまだ分かんないですよねと。
Right. So if it is a break, hook, and we get a go here, we will sell it down to 85.69.
なのでもしブレイクしてフックしてゴーってなって今ゴーってなった時に今度は売っていきたいですよねってことですね。
And then on the break of the 85.62, we'll double our position and move our stop at the 85.50, and we're headed down to 8500.
で8500と8500までターゲットとしては売っていきたいよねと。
That's a huge trade to the downside. All right. So I really like the break, hook, and go to the downside all the way down to here, if that were to happen. But I'm not discounting the fact that they could be coming right back into the trend and coming right back up in here to do this move up here and then this move up here. So which is it? I don't know yet. All right. So where will we take the buy? All right. We'll take the buy after we get into the trend and we take this top off right here. Once we get in this area, we'll take that trade. Until then, there's nothing to do. All right. Or you're a gambler. Do not be a gambler in the forex. Be a trader. All right. Gambling will get you in the poorhouse. All right. We will look for a buy above 86.23 all the way up to 87.12. All right. Above the T3, yeah. Make sure the T3 gets out of the way. I'm on 240, so that'll happen a lot quicker here. If this is a break, hook, and go, we want to take that as soon as we get that thing, and we want to take it to the downside all the way down here to 8500. Both of those are going to be great trades, whichever one happens.
買いでも売りでもどっちでもいいトレードになりそうですよねってことですね。なのでぜひこのユーロポンドは見ていきたいですねと。
There's sell right now because I'm anticipating I broke out of the trend. I'm not putting on, okay? I can't put a new trend on yet because this is just a breakout. It doesn't mean it could be false, it could be real, it could be anything. So we'll see. Alright, so once it comes down, So yeah, you have to redo them once they happen. I'm not going to put them on yet. Huh? So you have to redo the targets to the upside. Exactly. So it's all these. Oh, I screwed that up. I don't think it was there. I think it was out. There we go. Okay. All these TSRs to the upside have been taken out in this last uptrend right here. So this looks suspiciously like an ABC retracement to me. ABC. And then breaks it back up to the upside. Right? You can see one thing. If they do make this move up here, they need to square this candle up. So if nothing else, we're coming up to that square up right there.
まあもしこれ跳ね返ってきて上がってきたらですね、チャンネルの中に戻ってきたらこのスクエアアップキャンドルをスクエアアップするっていうのが一番の目的になりますねと。
And that's a big opportunity in there. If you're Aussie, we're looking to see if we get a bounce. We got a day chart trend up, a 240-minute chart trend up. We're in a sideways move. All right. We have already squared this candle up here, so we're good to go to the upside. All right. So the trade is above here, and then another one up here, and of course there's another one up.
ユーロ王子です。240分チャート。ユーロ王子は今両方ともアップトレンドですよね。240分もデイチャート、ピンクも青のチャンネルラインも両方ともアップです。で今は現在はサイドウェイになっているんですけども、これ抜けてきたら1つ目、2つ目、3つ目っていう風に取れるところがありますと。
They won't do all three of those. The Euro Aussie will probably do those two tonight in the Asian session. I'll start in the Asian and finish it off in the London. We'll see. All right, so a break of 43.26, and our overall target is 44.76. Doubling our position above 4,400, moving our stop into the 4,400 so that we don't give up this profit. Break, hook, and go. You double your position there. All right. So it's got a big ATR. Euro Aussie goes 189 pips when it goes. So it can move all the way up there, folks. All right. Euro CAD. We're waiting for the sell-off. All right. We have a break and a hook. We've already squared this candle up, so we're good to go here on this one. And we put the single line trend line on here, and then we will go up to the bigger chart. Break it here on the 3,600. We would like that trade. So look at it in the big picture, and you can see why. All right? Nothing but downside, and all these targets have all been taken out over in this area over here. So none of these actually exist except for their barriers down to the double bottom right here. So this is a huge opportunity if it comes in play. Right?
ユーロカナダですね、240分。まあこれはダブルボトムまで売っていくっていうのが一番大きなシナリオですと。
In here, right? So let's move these arrows now up to here. We're looking for one break here, a clean break here. Really the trade is down here, below here, and then W position below the 35.50 and hang on for the ride. 169 today. Thank you. CAD yen. CAD yen, we're in an uptrend as you can see, and we are building a bull flag on here. The trade is we got to take these tops out. Right, we got to take these tops out so the trade is above 97.16 for 98.789 and 98.07. This area right up in here is where we're trying to go. It's 60 to 70.
カナダ円ですね、240分です。カナダ円はもう完全にアップトレンドですね。なのでこの高値を超えてきたらここのスペース取っていきたいですねと。98円まで取っていきたいねと。
See the 90 tips up there, folks. All right. This was a great trade for us yesterday. Had some traders make that. Nice job, everybody who did that. And in fact, we didn't count that CJ. How many people made the CJ trade? We forgot to add it up.
今カナダ円のトレードを昨日一緒にしましたけど、取れた人どれくらいいますかってことを聞いてますね。
Some of the traders made it. Anybody here remember what they made on that CJ? I forgot to write it down. That's pretty bad. Or maybe nobody did it. All right. So anyway, we're looking for that. If we take it down to the 10-minute chart, you can see we're building a bull flag right here. That's a good sign. Tim did. That's right. Tim was on that. I knew somebody had traded that. It was just Tim, so we won't count just Tim. Although we're glad Tim made the money, but we won't count it in ours. All right, bull flag. That's a buying sign, so we're going to have to be out of the bull flag and above 97. Everybody can see that. It's going to be dicey in here because you got a top. So the best place to take it is above the top into this area right up in here. All right, nice trade up in here if we can get it. New Zealand yen. All right. New Zealand yen is working its way to the top. I'm on a daily. Let me take it down to 240 here. All right. So you can see we still got room. We're in an uptrend. The day chart trend is down, but the 240 trend is up. We trade the 240 trend. We got an up channel inside the day chart trend and inside the 240 channel. So you can see they're pulling back down. If we get the bounce in here, we want this trade right here, right there. And so after the pull back down and start and do a thrust above 79.50, you're start to look for the trade up to 80.44.
9円ですね、240分。9円はブレイクフック&ゴー。まずフックして次ゴーってなったら、この80円50銭とこまで取っていきたいねと。
80.50 right up here. All right. Big opportunity there, so don't miss that one either. Pound New Zealand. Pound New Zealand, we're waiting for the break of the descending wedge. All right, we're in a downtrend. We got a descending wedge working right now, which is a sell sign. The trade is right here and then right here. So,
ポンドキウイですね。今、ディーセンディングウェッジです。これ抜けてきたら下がるパターンです。なので、1つ目、2つ目っていう風に HSI を取っていきたいですねと。
We got to break this line right here. It's about 91.75. Be below 91.75, and you're looking to go down to 1.9 thousand for trade 1. Trade 2 is a break of the 9,000, double your position, and we're looking to go down to 87.66. All right, so big opportunity there. We got big opportunities coming later today, so everybody be aware tonight. You could have some big rockers tonight, especially those EJs. Silver, we're waiting for silver to break out of the bull flag to the upside. Our target is 21.12 on day chart downtrend of the day chart trend, and we're looking for that about 80 pips or so right in here.
銀ですね、XAG。銀はこのベアフラッグブレイクしてきたら、ブルフラッグブレイクしてきたら、このデイチャートのトップまで買っていきたいねと。
You can be sure that Victor will not miss that. Victor trades it every day. What are they doing with the dollar? They sort of waxed on the dollar, but they did put a lower low in, which is a good sign that the dollar switchy will keep on going because we're making lower lows and lower highs. All right. Pound G, we're waiting and anticipating a breakout. It hasn't happened yet, but they are testing that breakout. And if they get this breakout, we got a day chart trend up here, and it's about 200 pips away. All right, so we will be a buyer up to at least 4,500.
ポンドフランですね。この今青いチャンネルブレイクをきれいにしてきたら買っていきたいねと。で、4500 4500まで少なくても買っていきたいねと。
All right. So we're at 43 or 4,400 right now. All right. So 4,400. Yeah, it's only 100 pips. No, it's more than that. 4,400. We're going to 45. Yeah, it is just 100 pips. So that was longer than that. All right. So 100 pips up there. All right. Interested in that, but you got to take the trend line out and the 4,400 before you'll ever be able to trade this thing up to 4,500. Pound Aussie, we're stuck inside a wedge, as you can see. So until we get out of that wedge, we're nothing to do. But once we do, we're hoping we're going to work this channel up to here. If it breaks to the north, be a buyer above 66.25, looking for 67.60. There is.
今度はポンド王子ですね。60分チャートです。で、今は完全ウェッジなんですけども、上に抜けてきたら6625より上で買って、で、6750まで買っていきたいねと。
There's no trend because we're trading a box here. That means they could just as easily go to the downside, in which case the trend would be under 6,500. Right?
でも今もうボックスなんですよね。トレンドがない状態で、なので簡単に下に下がってくる可能性もありますと。そうしたら6500まで売っていきたいですねと。
We don't want to miss either one of those, whichever one it does.
まあどちらにせよポンド王子に見逃したくないですね。トレードしたいですねってことを言ってます。
Alright, so we'll put this up here to 600, flip it around so that we're a seller here. So a break of this line to the downside, 6,500. Break of this line and the 66.25, we're looking for 67.55. Alright. In the meantime, you're inside a wedge. You just broke out of the wedge here to the downside, as you can see. Alright, so we cannot take this trade until we take these bottoms out. Right here. So we're going to have to be below the 786. So let me drag this down. Below 786, and we will be a seller down to 64.95. Finally, the Euro New Zealand. Again, we're sitting in a wedge. All right, so we get out of this wedge, there's nothing to do. All right, we've got a big 1, and a big 2. You see the difference? 1 to the top, corrective move to the downside. 2, 3 to the top, corrective move to the downside, then 5. So we're anticipating that this will happen to the upside. Those are the two trades that happen, right? Right now we're stuck in the wedge. There's nothing to do until that happens. If they do break to the downside, there's only a little room here, and then you're going to slam into the day chart trend. So there's nothing really on the downside, but the uptrend is absolutely on the cards if it happens.
ユーロ9ですね。これは完全に買いの方で見たいですと。1波目でコレクションムーブで2波目コレクションムーブっていうことになりそうなので、今下がってきてももう売れないですよね。デイチャートのボトムありますし、それよりは今跳ね返ってきてトレンドブレイクしてって買うっていう方が、この HSI まで R6 まで買うっていうのが一番いいシナリオですと。
Alright folks, that's what I see. I'll see all of you tomorrow. There are the late fundies. Be careful tonight. New Zealand and Aussie both have announcements on them. Alright, so wait for those to happen before you trade those. They're late in the day. And tomorrow morning, or in the London, you got €2, so be careful of all that. Remember, those of you who came in from email invitation, I will send you the link to this video, so you'll be able to watch it. All right, everybody, have a great day. We'll talk with you.
はい、というわけで今日のセッションリキャップここまでです。いろいろありましたが、結構トレードがありましたよね。OG 円とか、ユーロポンドとかいろいろありましたから、それを見てトレードしていきたいと思います。また何かあったらいつでもメールください。それではどうも今日もありがとうございました。また明日です。それでは失礼します。